How y'all doing tonight? My fault, y'all. How y'all doing? I'm wondering why I wasn't seen on the screen. I didn't pull the damn flap up. Pardon me, y'all, for being so late. We got a deaf in the family. I was just on the phone with my cousin Booms, Jamar in New York. Everybody's coming down this weekend. Got 2 funerals back to back. Peace, chill, Will. I see you in the building. Word up. Got 2 funerals back to back, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got a wake tomorrow, and then a funeral Friday, then a wake Saturday, and another funeral Sunday. And, you know, family members calling in. Thank you. I appreciate that, Will. I got family. Like, Will, it's like every 5 minutes somebody. Unfortunately, my cousin June, yes, he did overdose. Unfortunately, also, with this stupid-ass fentanyl shit that's running around. Thank you, Cupid Guts. But my cousin, unfortunately, she had bad seizures. She fell, hit her head. Getting up in the morning, getting ready to get their kids ready to go to school. Shit is just crazy. Like, and then about a couple of weeks ago, y'all remember me talking about my cousin Zaki? He passed away, unfortunately, pertaining to fentanyl. But they were saying because of the medication that he was using, because he also had bad seizures and it had surgery on his brain. The medicine that he took because of the seizures, on top of other things that was found inside of his system, that shit just didn't go together right. That shit was just like a bad concoction. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's Allah from which we come from. We definitely have to go back to. Yo, Half, I see you in the building. I appreciate you. Team Guardian, always in the building. You know what I'm saying? Always a queen. I see you in the building. Yak, I see you in the building. Tube Chronicles, I see you in the building. Chill and Cupid, you know I see y'all in the building. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Well, I'm letting everybody know, too, tomorrow, as of 12 o'clock tonight, I'm off suspension. I got that first strike, y'all, because of playing the music last week. This week, matter of fact, this time last week is when my suspension started. They told me for the first suspension, this first strike, I'm going to be suspended from going live on my channel for the week. So tomorrow, Thursday, I can go live from the Big Dice Chronicles, and I appreciate everybody for still supporting and holding me down. We had 810 over there. We had 810 subscribers. We 190 way away from that bread. And also, with YouTube, because of a strike, I will not be able to get any monetization. Excuse me, they won't pay me any money, even if I was monetized, until June 23rd. So the good part about it is I'm not at 1,000 subscribers yet. So YouTube has never paid me a single dime. So they're not taking any money out of my pocket as of yet. But as far as of June 23rd, if I'm at the 1,000 mark and I declare we're going to pray it into existence, that I will be at the 1,000 mark before June 23rd. And then they will be cutting a check for a cat. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, we got Dunbars in the building. First of all, I want everybody in here to stop being haters. I don't want y'all to be haters tonight because we family. I got enough hate going on in the world. Thank you, Cupid Gut. Shout out to Tube Chronicles. Y'all notice I've been smoking on this shit for like a fucking month. This shit is still working. Look. That shit is still working, y'all. This shit right here is crazy, man. I'm talking about this shit right here. This shit right here. Ooh, you see that LA on the back. You see that LA. You see when that LA is on the back, when that California is on the back, that means something is serious going on in that particular thing. Can you dig? Word up. Yo, Yak, I did another intro. I don't know if y'all seen it for the premiere. I didn't go live. I'm about to drop it for y'all again. Rest in peace to my man, $500,000. This is another one that we did back in the days, and I put it together for y'all. I was acting like the Italian mobster, and my man was going in. I need y'all to do me a favor. Don't just watch these visuals. Rest in peace to $500,000. This was over 20 years ago, yeah? The one y'all heard yesterday with me and my man Rhymin, that's over 25, 27 years ago. This shit I'm about to play for y'all right now, ain't too many people ever heard this. This is me and my man $500,000. And when I tell y'all this dude, please listen to what he's saying, y'all. Let's go.
Let's move on.
He's very talented.
Shout out.
And I think that we should combine with him. His God fear will help us shine.
Federal breath tight, drag race limo lands through red lights. Mad faces become slash faces pulling gas stations. Money clips filled with Franklins, money green Wally stinking. Crackheads washing my windows, I'm rolling Indo. Plus rolling Indo, it never endo. Bitches in the ride playing Nintendo. Internet inside the headrest. I used to be possessed by stress, now I'm in the text. While you still frontin' with text, getting bent off your whiz welfare check. Petty burglar, confetti herbia, you ain't a player, use a car thief. Yellow teeth, shit breath, paper chasing. In this race, niggas like you will get left. Facing death, your last breath was on a project step. Half step, niggas sleep, I never slept. Shit is deep, quiet is kept. Niggas speak, trying to test my click thick like lining in your vest. Peep the Wild West, style I finesse. Mad laws like to profess, I don't fess. Mad guards like the tribe of Koresh. You can't do me wrong. God write rhymes in cuneiform. Why you blind niggas mistake the sun for the moon? $500,000, shine like star, blow like arm, so controller of the universe. Arm, leg, arm, head. Bomb your progress, I progress on a conquest. Who want test Elliot Ness? I blow spots like David Koresh. My young thuns rock flavors of guns and bust big guns. Calico spitting out of black hoopties with V12 engines. POLO suit, new Air Jordans, ice rain change. Much loot, never caught in the truth. Trapped in the square, atmosphere, pretty thug in your club. If you shit whack, we pull the plug. If you act fat, we crack the style bottles over your head. Whip your ass like you spoke to the feds. You wet though, Petro, Heckle and Jekyll. My tech blow, gun clap, niggas feet tap like step shows. I flex low, in the expo, on the phone with Esco. Firm lounge with a cess grow. Burn towns down, AZ collect dough. Round the world espresso, $500,000. Gold cup, fresh glow. Bitches go nuts when we roll up. We don't front, we rolled up. We pulling off, bitches screaming out, please hold up. These roll up, trees blown up. We got warrants for all the MCs blown up. Cop sergeants hard as hard and Jake's E's on up. Partners while we get these G's on up. It's the gardeners that makes us marvelous. To break us is harder cuz some iller shit done started up. $500,000 dicks hard enough to keep your bitch split charged up. She lick dick to the guard bus. Player bitches spit cards up. Stunts fuck on confronts, Versace pumps. She know Foxy, nature count the Cuban Rocky. Shooting by me in the fly-V with two mommies. Thumping Mary, you remind me. Then my man behind me in the 5B. Drive beside me, told my gun pardon me. Peace God, how will I be?
You know, that's enough. Enough said. Greed, lust, hate, and envy will destroy us. $500,000 will be our speaker. Enough said.
Salute. I'm telling y'all, I'm going to keep it funky with you. Niggas is never going to touch my man. Nobody. Nobody's going to never touch $500,000. Nobody. Nobody is never going to touch James Ward Jr. Nobody. I don't give a fuck how a nigga feel. That nigga there, and I'm so honored that God put him in my life as my friend. Yo, let me tell you something. When I'm telling you this dude was something different, that nigga said when we pull up, we got weed roll up, weed slowed up, we pull off, bitches screaming out, please hold up. Get the fuck out of here, man. That nigga, his metaphors was too crazy, man. He said we rolling endo plus rolling endo. Catch that? We rolling endo weed, and we're rolling endo. That nigga metaphors was crazy, man. Niggas couldn't touch half, man. They couldn't touch half. I remember the night that they went, I don't know if y'all remember this show back in the days. It was a show when Arsenio Hall like started diminishing off television. Keenan Ivory Wainings had a host, a TV show called the Keenan Ivory Wainings Show. The whole format was set up like Arsenio Hall. He would have aspiring rappers, R&B people up there. If you go on YouTube right now, type in $500,000 and The Firm on the Keenan Ivory Wainings Show. Yo, my nigga bodied that shit. I remember the day he was going to Cali. He was like, yo, God, you coming with me to California? I was scared to go to Cali. It was too long of a flight. Everybody was dressed. Carl Kanai dressed him. Carl Kanai, that was the hot designer back then. Everybody in the video on the show that night had on Carl Kanai and Timberlands. It was Half, AZ, Nature, Foxy Brown, and Nas. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I'm gonna tell y'all a real story, and I ain't gonna tell no lies. I bet you y'all. Let me ask you something. Do anybody in here know the reason why Anthony Cruz, which is AZ, and Nasir Jones broke up? Why they stopped rapping? First of all, I'm gonna give you a little history about me. Back in the days, God bless the dead, my man M, they got killed. We had a club on St. John's in Utica. It was the old Jaguar Club. It was an old motorcycle club. Like a few of the old timers had the club. Rest in peace to Mr. Cleo in it. Make a long story short, me and my man bought the building. Teenagers. Yep, that's a fact. Yeah, Buffalo and St. John's. Me and my man bought the building. Fact. Club. Shit had the pool table, upstairs, downstairs. The shit could fit up to 1,500 people. That was our shit. When the song Sugar Hill came out by AZ, I wanna be. Make a long story short, we know the same people. We know the same group of people because of the streets. We paid AZ to come to the show and perform Sugar Hill for us. It's cold-blooded fact. Anthony Cruz. I ain't hiding my face. He'll tell you this story in 1995. We paid him some money to come perform 3 singles. He never showed up. This is what put a bad taste in my mouth with me and AZ. He never showed up. Now, back then, I was wild. You know what I'm saying? All I know is $15,000 was paid for a man to come do 3 songs and a walkthrough. He never showed up. I wanted to take that shit to the street. If you listen to AZ album, Pieces of a Man, AZ featuring $500,000, there's only 2 singles on the song. If you go to my man $500,000 album, Million, the song is called Quiet Money. AZ gave you 2 versions. $500,000 gave you 3 versions. Because on $500,000 version, AZ took that version off of his album, Pieces of a Man, because him and my man Half was arguing over another dude by the name of Ron Dew from Albany Projects. That's a fact. If you listen to AZ's Pieces of a Man, listen to Quiet Money, you only hear 2 verses. If you go listen, it's on the internet, Apple Tunes. If you download Million, you listen to $500,000 version of Quiet Money, there's 3 verses. 3 versions. 3 verses, excuse me. That's a fact. Yeah, Dunbars, I'm gonna give him this work. You already know the story, but I'm gonna give him the work. Well, make a long story short, I'm the reason why, quote unquote, $500,000 was even introduced to AZ. That's a fact. Because my man, David Cooper, which is known as Baguettes on YouTube, is writing the songs for Tiffany Haddish and all that bullshit in California. Me and Half was friends. I introduced Do Dirty to another close friend of mine, a beloved friend and producer by the name of DJ Ali. He passed away. He stayed at 1444 Park Place between Rochester and Buffalo. We used to go to his house on Sundays and do our demo tapes. If you go to YouTube and type in $500,000 featuring Nature, the song is called Sippin' on Scissor. We did that in Ali's house on the fire escape. But make a long story short, when AZ didn't show up to perform for us that night, I took the shit personally because you got to pay attention to this, y'all. We got like 700-800 people that done paid $40 a head to come inside of a show to see somebody, and now we got to tell them they ain't there, and we got to give all that money back. I don't know if people ever been in a scenario where there's a rowdy group of people. They don't want their money back. They wanted to see AZ. And being in Brooklyn, the cast of individuals that came out for this party wasn't no regular cast of individuals, and certain people, they took it like niggas was playing with it. That always had a bad taste in my mouth. Well, make a long story short, I introduced my man, Do Dirty, to $500,000. I said, yo, Half, check this out. My little man Dirty want to get into this rap game because me, I was selling crack. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I was a crack dealer. Yes, I know how to write. I know how to rap and all that shit. I ain't give a fuck about none of that shit. I was worried about paying my bills. So what I did, I took my man Dave to $500,000. Introduced him. They was friends to the day he died. I introduced $500,000 to DJ Ali. Some of y'all call him Ayatollah, DJ Ayatollah. That's my man. He Muslim, God bless his soul. He died because he had an infection on his leg that he didn't tend the way he was supposed to, and then an infection poisoned him, and he died because he was supposed to get his leg cut off, but you know how some people are stubborn, and it killed him. Rest in peace to DJ Ali. So now we got Ali, $500,000, and my man Do Dirty. They at Ali house every weekend, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, dropping hit after hit after hit. I'm pulling up sometimes. I'm bringing some bud. We chilling. These are my friends. I'm not really, see, some people be starstruck around certain shit. These is my friends. So when I came through, I was just coming through to get away from the block and smoke some bud. So now Dave, he knew AZ a little more closer. They had a more intricate relationship. They had a different rapport because my man Do Dirty used to be going to all the big shows and everything, you know what I'm saying, promoting his mixtapes. So AZ, when he found out that Do Dirty knew $500,000, AZ told Do Dirty, if you really know $500,000, bring that nigga to me. My man Half is trying to be a rapper. He's dealing with Warlock Records. He was supposed to sign with Priority, but Priority had some bullshit going on, so he wound up signing with Warlock Records. Warlock Record gave him a deal and a label casted. The name of $500,000 record company was supposed to be The Godfear. Not the Mafia, The Godfear, Godfia. This was a conglomerate of 5% God bodies, such as myself. So now Half and AZ, they really starting to mingle. Half doing singles, Half doing shows. People are understanding my dude and his mind and his pen is so crazy, everybody's gravitating to Half. Now check this out. Now Half get introduced to Nasir Jones. I'm going to give y'all some history, and this shit can't be contested. I ain't standing behind no avatar. And my avatar do work. Let me show y'all, just in case anybody want to know. My avatar do work, y'all. The Back Block Chronicles. But I ain't fucking with no avatar. Now, when Half gets brought to the table, because AZ has Half under the wing now. You understand? Even though Half met Nasir Jones because of my man Do Dirty. Pay attention. Do Dirty introduced Half to AZ first. So when Half got in touch with AZ, AZ took Half under the wing as his protege. But now at another video shoot that my man Do Dirty was invited to, he brought Half. At this video shoot, guess who was at the video shoot? Nasir Jones. Half and Nasir, quote unquote, exchanged phone numbers. They built a rapport. Nasir Jones insisted that $500,000 go to a meeting with Nasir Jones and the producer by the name of Steve Stout. If y'all remember, let me know y'all remember who I'm talking about. The rapper, the producer, Steve Stout. My man Half name is buzzing all through the industry. He got joints with Big L, Big Daddy Kane. It's nobody that can stand in front of my man Half and go toe-to-toe with him on the mic. Nobody. Nobody. It's only one person I wanted to see stand in front of my man Half, and I never seen this happen, and that was the God Rakim. There's only one person, in my opinion, to this day that could fuck with my nigga Half. And his style was emulated from my man Half, and that's Papoose. And that's Papoose. As far as being knowledge of self, teaching, intricately displaying vocabulary, ain't nobody touching with Papoose right now. That's right, always a queen. Steve Stout, known gangster. So this is what Steve Stout did. Because Steve Stout ain't friends with nobody. He thinking about that bag. Steve Stout said, yo, check this out. Yo, Nas, we got to get him to sign a production single deal. So, of course, what my man Half do, he going through problems with YALL. He's sitting at the table with Steve Stout and Nasir Jones. My man Half signs a single production deal under Steve Stout Productions. Now, this is where the problem comes in. Are y'all ready for this? This is where the problem comes in. AZ gets a phone call from Nas. And Nas tells AZ, yo, you know we just signed Half, right? Steve and them got him, you know what I'm saying? Steve was in charge of the whole firm. Brown, AZ, Nature, Cormega, everybody. They kicked Cormega off the firm album. Remember, they put Cannabis on the album in place of Cormega. So now, when Nas call AZ and tell him, yo, check this out. We got the boy Half to sign. AZ like, what Half you talking about, nigga? He was like $500,000 from Albany Projects. Some niggas blood and some niggas crip. Some niggas thugs and some niggas is bitch. From what I'm hearing, that upset AZ. And if it would have been myself, I'd have been a little bit upset too, because as far as the monetary aspect of it, AZ was trying to bring $500,000 to the table as his aspiring artist. But when Steve Stout was introduced to $500,000 by Nasir Jones, Nas, now in the eyes of Steve Stout, Nasir Jones brought $500,000 to him as the next upcoming aspiring rapper. So now all of the money, whether it was high or low, that AZ was supposed to be forgetting for bringing him to the table, he was cut out. That's the reason why him and Nas stopped speaking. That's the reason why him and Nas' friendship astrayed. And these is facts. And these is facts. Just recently, AZ and Nas started working on rebuilding their friendship. Just recently. Just recently. Word up. Just recently. I think maybe the last 7 years, 5 to 7 years. Because AZ knew if he would have bought half to the table, he would have had exclusives with $500,000. Like I got exclusives with $500,000. That's why YouTube don't strike none of them intros you see me making, because that's me in half. You can't strike me for my music. I tried to make intros with other freestyles. Them niggas said, hell no. And I was on a shitter one night, y'all. Respectfully, I'm taking a shit one night. You know, I do a lot of my thinking in there. I'm on my Archie Bunker shit. That's a fact. Gangsters do a lot of thinking on the shitter. And I just heard my man Have say, all that motherfucking music me and you got, you looking for other niggas to put freestyles up? Stupid. I'm sitting on a shitter talking to my man and his essence going, yo, Have. But YouTube gonna strike me for that shit. You know they got me paranoid. They just got me off punishment. I get off tomorrow. Them niggas ain't playing. And the nigga Have said to me, you stupid ass nigga, that's our music. He said, Dice, you stupid motherfucker, that's our music. I don't give a fuck what Nikki talking about. She's talking about too much information. I fucks with y'all. I'm telling y'all the truth. I was on the shitter. Yeah. I was on the fucking shitter. And it came to me. Because I want my intros to tell stories, and I want my shit to have music and shit that's never been heard before. I want people to really pay attention to my intros and my outros, because I tell a story. At least will I try to. At least I try to. Uh-oh, we got Tube Chronicles in the building. I ain't see him because he be fucking me up. You know he got a different handle. What it is, what it ain't talk. If y'all not subscribed, but everybody in here should know what it is, what it ain't talk. Go subscribe to my man. He the one that, I swear to God, I tell everybody that shit. That's why I will never take nobody to that man again for any help, unless I know they're serious. And anything that I can't help somebody with, if I got to call him about it, I got to put somebody through extensive training to make sure they're serious, because I brought people to him. Because the same thing y'all see me doing now, in-house shit, making videos, my backgrounds, simple shit with the USB cord. Trouble taught me all that shit. I didn't know how to do nothing but cut my computer on. I bought this computer last year. I might have put it on 2 or 3 times to make sure it worked. I bought the computer just like what's shit called? Like decoration. The fucking computer was like decoration. Brand new HP Intel in screen. This shit is just like decoration. And shout out to my man Tube Chronicles, because the man sit up with me for hours, making sure I get my shit right. And now, when it comes to the videos and shit like that, and all the screens and all that shit, nah, I don't need no help with that no more. And if you notice now, I'm starting to put the extra shit in. You notice what I said, Utica Avenue, you know, Brooklyn's own, the Ghost of Utica, all that other freaky shit. Yeah, I'm doing that by myself. It's a little disturbing at first. It could bother you at times, but you know what? If you really want to learn something, you're going to do it. Just like with the New York Knicks. I got a funny feeling this is going to be the year we do it, y'all. I got a funny feeling this is the year that NY go to Disney World. Don't you know everybody been to Disney World except us? You don't understand everybody got a commercial. Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, Michael Jordan. Where y'all going? You just won a championship. We going to Disney World. I ain't never seen one of them shits with New York. Why we can't go to Disney World? I think it's our time to go to motherfucking, I swear to God, hey, come on, y'all, don't do this to me, y'all. I fuck with y'all. Don't do this to me. If y'all don't agree, tell me. I respect it. I still respect it. But I think it's time for us to go. Always a queen, she a hater. God damn, she a hater. You see what she said? She said, oh boy, and then said, it would be about time they suck, boy. Some people don't like the Knicks. I ain't mad at her, because that's how my uncle said. My uncle can't stand the Knicks. My uncle is a San Antonio Spurs fan for years. San Antonio Spurs, he don't give a fuck what it is. He a David Parker fan and Ginobili. He's a David Parker and a Ginobili fan till the day he died. He said, I need some. He said, yo, bro, YouTube struck me for my song. How can I challenge? No, you can challenge that. Matter of fact, do me a favor. Before you do anything, man, call my man Trouble or call me, and then we'll call Trouble on the Instagram. Because first of all, I don't understand how they can. Only way that YouTube can strike you for your song is if your producer, the person that made the beat, put a copyright strike on anybody that uses that. Because if that was the case, they would have struck me for me in half. Both the one I just did and the one I did yesterday, that's me in half. So if you're like, just matter of fact, shout out to Artist Morrison. I was going to use Artist Morrison song called Tell Me for one of my intros. And when I put it through the clearance of YouTube, see, that's what you got to do. Shout out to Tube Chronicles. He taught me all this too. I didn't just go load my shit on StreamYard and then come on YouTube and press that shit and y'all watch it and everybody go, oh, no, that's fine. No, there's a procedure that you got to go through. You got to upload that shit through YouTube and let YouTube check all the points of restrictions. So the only restrictions I have with my intros because of because of cursing, I tell them, make sure it be 18, make sure my viewers for the video intros are 18 and plus, 18 years old and plus to view. Word up. Word up. Word up. Yak said, I need some assistance. I got a $3,000 laptop sitting in a decoration because I don't know how to use this shit. Street bro. Yo, Yak. Me and you are brothers from different mothers, Yak. Because I swear to God, I got the same fucking, yo, let me tell you something. This computer right here, one of the best computers in the world. I ain't know nothing. I didn't know. First of all, you see this right here? I didn't even know all I had to do. I didn't even know. I'm calling my cousin that I got the computer for to get me a webcam. And my cousin is like, why do you need a webcam? And you have a webcam built in your computer. So I'm arguing with my cousin. I'm like, I don't have no fucking webcam built in my computer. He said, dumbass nigga, look behind the computer and pull the flap up. I ain't gonna front. So I know how you feel. I know your pain. And I swear to God, too, like he said, y'all, he said, yo, just get at me, Yak, because as long as you serious, man, that's all I ask people, man, if they gonna fuck with my nigga. If you serious, man, he don't care because all he gonna do is roll up and take his time. But if you're not serious, man, just to waste people's time like that, that shit is just not cool. Word up, that shit is just not cool, especially when a person take time out their day, you know what I'm saying, to help you with something. Uh-oh, my man Chill Will said, us Knicks fans definitely deserve it. Damn, Chill Will, I know I fuck with you, brother from another mother. Mirata me yoko, mirata, mirata, mirata me yoko. Y'all don't know nothing about that. That's me and Chill Will language right there. That's something you had to be there to understand. People don't even understand what that is. That's a scene from when the Rocksteady crew was about to battle in the legendary movie called Beat Street when they was in the abandoned building. Chill Will know I'm dead serious. When Rocksteady crew against the B-Boy crew, they had on blue sweatsuits. The other ones had on red sweatsuits with the Adidas shit. When them niggas was at the Roxy, them niggas said, Mirata me yoko, Mirata. Y'all don't know nothing about that shit. Y'all don't know nothing about that shit. That's one of my favorite fucking movies, y'all. Yo, y'all think I'm joking? Y'all can talk about Beat Street all day. I'm dead ass serious because I used to be a graffiti artist. I could talk about Beat Street all day. When Ramo died, that shit fucked me. Yo, when Ramo died, man, when Ramo died, man, I'm telling y'all something. Yo, let me tell you something. There's so many aspects about that movie that I love. You seen Spike Lee tonight, though, Always a Queen. You seen that nigga up there in the front. That nigga about to have a stroke. But that movie, Beat Street, y'all, let me tell y'all something, man. It's like they mother reminds me of my fucking moms, y'all. Like when I used to be coming in the motherfucking crib late, my mom's be looking at this shit early in the morning. She's like, yo, like I come in the crib late. I'm thinking my mom's asleep because I done went through the back door or whatever. My mom say, what time you got in the crib? I said about 3:30, 4 o'clock. She'd be like, yo, my mother used to always say, well, at least I ain't got to worry about you lying to me. I'm like, yo, you was asleep when I came in the crib. My mother said, you thought I was asleep. My mother said, I ain't never slept until I know you in this house sleep. I swear my mother always, to the parents out there, this is exactly what my mother told me. I didn't understand this shit, y'all, until I had my son. My mother said, I ain't going to never be sleeping until I know you in this house safe. Word up. And I'm always love her for that shit. I'm dead ass serious, y'all. She always said that shit, man. But when it come to Beat Street, man, you know what I'm saying? And nigga, you know, D, all he wanted to do was be a Beat Street dancer, man. And he wanted to be just like his brother. His brother was a DJ. First of all, the DJ was the toughest nigga in the fucking hood back in the days. Then they got the wild dude that came from the army. This nigga in the basement eating cans and shit like that. Them niggas took, yo, let me tell you something. The aspect of motherfucking Beat Street was so crazy because you know why I knew Ramo was a good person? I'm about to fuck y'all up. Y'all shouldn't have started talking about no fucking Beat Street. Boricuas, man. You know why I know Ramo was a good person? Because his baby mother took her and that little baby Julian and moved into an abandoned building with that nigga, man. Them niggas stole electricity. They spray painted one of the floors. They stole the installation. They had natural water. First of all, how many of you women right now, quote unquote, are go live in a fucking abandoned building with a nigga? Always the queen up in here. Cupid in here. New York nigga. Y'all go live in an abandoned building with a nigga right now? You know it's rats in that abandoned building, don't you? Like, seriously, how many of you women are go live in a fucking abandoned building with your man right now? What type of love is that, man? That shit right there, that shit is the most beautiful, purest shit I've ever heard of in my life, man. Yeah, that's my word. When he came to the crib and the mother started cursing and talking, the girl was like, "Mommy, but I love him." She was like, "Cállate la boca." I'll never forget that movie. "Cállate la boca." You dig what I'm saying? And she just told him, she said, "Yo, check this out, Ramo. If you love me, just take me somewhere." He was like, "Yo, I don't got no money for myself." The man loved his son so much, he came to the house with a t-shirt that he took his time to draw the baby's name on. That's really, really love. That's love, man. He said, "I ain't got nothing for myself." She said, "Take me anywhere." And always a queen and Nikki, both of you motherfuckers. I started to call both of you bitches, but I ain't gonna do that because y'all my sisters. I started to say you some evil ass bitches, but y'all some evil ass witches. You goddamn evil ass witches. You can't do that. Talking about we gonna hustle up. Ain't no goddamn hustle. Ain't no goddamn money. Ain't no money. We can't pay no money for no hotel room because we need money for food. Talking about that goddamn, you and Nikki ain't shit. But y'all cool. I can't get mad at you. At least y'all told the truth. So y'all niggas better pay attention. They ain't going to no goddamn, they ain't going to no abandoned building with you motherfuckers. So you better keep some goddamn money. You better keep some goddamn money. But she ain't gonna front though. Always a queen, ain't never lied. Because I learned that in Brooklyn, they got the 4 for 40. Back in the days, it was 4 hours, $40, $60 with the jacuzzi. In North Carolina, you can get a room for $30 a day. You might be able to stick your hand through the sheetrock and get a cheeseburger or a motherfucking bag of reefer through the wall from somebody else, but you can get a damn room for $30 a day. So I got to understand that because you can go pack bags. You can pick up bottles and cans off the street. You can go to recycling bins. Because if it's two people should be able to get some money together every day. You're right. But let's say if it ain't no money. Let's say it ain't no money. It's raining outside. Lightning and thunder. And I'm talking about it's raining cats, dogs, rats, and hogs. And the only place y'all got to go, it's going to rain for 2 weeks straight. The only place you can go is inside that abandoned building that Ramo and them had. I'd be up in that motherfucker. Uvorito será inela. I don't know if I said that right, but that's how that song went. Y'all remember? Boom, do, boom, doom, boom. Boom, doom, boom, doom, boom, boom, doom, boom, boom. Uvorito. Y'all remember that shit? is called Ruben's Theme. The reason why I know it's called Ruben's Theme, shout out to my man Mush that be coming to check us out. His name is Alphonse Aurora from Puerto Rico. They the one that taught me how to pronounce Puerto Rico. Sir Valentino, I see you in the building. I said, yo, Mush, let me ask you something. He said, yo, what up, Dice? I'm telling y'all, B Street is one of my favorite movies. I said, Joe, could you do me a favor? He said, what's that? I said, could you tell me, could you translate to me what this man is saying in this song? It's called Ruben's Song, Ruben's Theme, Ruben. Yo, so help me God, man. My man Mush said what he was saying in the song was that the woman made him feel so complete as a person. He never thought that he would ever experience or meet somebody that would really, really show him and express love the way that he would to them. That shit changed my motherfucking life. I'm telling you, see, a lot of people got good music. We just don't understand the language. If you understood the language, everybody has compassion in their heart. I just found out that they doing battle rap in the Philippines. Shout out to great grandson. That's how the fuck the niggas is rapping battle rap in Philippines. Yo, great grandson just shared that with everybody. I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. Remember that shit has? They got some shit in the Philippines sounding like a Bruce Lee movie, nigga. I swear to God, shout out to great grandson. If you think I'm joking, go to Weaver Building He posted this shit. This shit got people laughing in the background. Steve Harvey, all type of comedians laughing. That shit said, that shit sound like some shit from the 5 Deadly Venoms, nigga. That's a fact. You see what my man Half said? He said he saw that shit too. That shit is hilarious. And the bug part is, this is when I knew I was fucked up. Is y'all ready for this? Chill Will saw it. Everybody that in here saw this. Can you tell me what y'all was waiting for? Because I know y'all just like me didn't understand a motherfucking thing the nigga was saying. What was y'all waiting for? The punchline when everybody said, oh. And sure enough, when that nigga said, and turned around, the nigga said, law. Everybody said, oh. I'm lying, y'all. That had to be a hell of a fucking killer punchline. I ain't understand a damn thing the nigga said, man. See what Chill Will said. He said dude was real angry with it. That nigga was putting his finger up like a gun and all that shit. I swear to God, you're always a queen. You ain't see that shit? I swear to God, the nigga ran up on him. He had his hand like this. He said, the whole crowd said, oh. I said, yo, that's that hell of a punchline. It was a reaction like when Head Ice go, ice. Ew. That shit was funny as hell, y'all. Music is everywhere. Music is everywhere. You see what Chill Will said? He said the crowd said, oh. That's their way of saying, oh, yeah, oh. Did you see the anticipation that the crowd was just sitting there? He was all up in that nigga face like Hitman Holla and shit. Like the Philippine version of Hitman Holla. This shit is crazy. I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up, y'all. That's a fact. That's a fact. Whatever he said to him, I know it fucked the nigga up. He set it up too, because when he said it to the nigga, if you notice, go watch the video. When he said it to the nigga went like this. The nigga took a breath. He said some real cold shit. So it had to be something about his mother. You know, the niggas, they be using metaphors like us too. Just imagine that shit. That nigga was like, yo, I fucked your daughter. Then I threw her outside of a Chinese restaurant and I fed that bitch motherfucking General Tso's chicken and your moms came through and I gave that bitch some shrimp egg foo young. What? What? fuck that bitch with Egg Foo Young. Oh, I need some white place say hi. Hi, boy, sing wow. That mean he said he fucked her with sauce. Mambo sauce ass niggas, man. Anybody can rap now, man. Am I bugging? Am I bugging? Shit, I thought that nigga had a gun on him the way that nigga was talking, man. I'd have shot the shit out that nigga if he'd have walked up on me like that, putting his hand in my motherfucking face like that. I'd have shot the shit out that nigga. Pow! Heim. Pew, pew, pew. That nigga made me nervous and shit. He running up, jumping and shit with his hand and shit like that. I don't be liking niggas running up on me like that. I'd have shot the shit out of him, y'all. See, I ain't discriminating with shooting nobody. If I think you're trying to hurt me, I don't give a fuck if you green with a long arm and a backwards foot. I'm going to blow your goddamn leg off. I'm telling you. I don't play that shit. You ain't supposed to be coming up in people's space, 3 feet of space. You know that? 3 feet of space. You ain't supposed to come in within my 3 feet of space. Yeah. Facts of life. Yeah. Word up. Yo, who we playing next? Yo, y'all see? Anybody know who the Knicks is playing next? Let me see if y'all know. Let me see if y'all really fucking with the Knicks. Let me see if y'all fucking with the Knicks. We know we got some haters in here, but we got a couple of Knicks fans in here on the low. I see it. I feel the energy. It's more than just me and Chill Will. I feel it. I feel that energy. It's somebody else in here that's a Knicks fan. Word up. Oh, yeah, and I meant to tell Team Guardian. Over here, we're going to be a little passive. Yo, Tay from VA, I see you in the building. Salute. You're right. It's the heat of the Bucks. I want the motherfucking Heat so bad. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I don't want the Bucks. But then again, if we go to the Bucks, we're going to have to utilize the big white boy down low. Word up. Word up. We're going to have to utilize that boy down low. And yo, Tay, everybody know tomorrow I'm going live from the Big Chronicles. And shout out to my man, Ron Boogs. Everybody put a prayer out for my man, Ron Boogs. He wasn't feeling too well. He came up with a little bad cold. That's why y'all ain't been seeing him in attendance. But he been hitting me on the DM every day. And he been watching the shows. He said he's feeling a little better. And earlier I was saying to myself, I didn't know what I should do because I'm going to rock both of these channels out. So what I'm going to do is, y'all, I'm going to start rocking. Since we had 810 subscribers, I'm going to start doing the early morning show on the Big Dice Chronicles. You dig what I'm saying? I might just do the early morning show at 10:10 in the morning on the Big Dice Chronicles, and then at night we're going to lay it down real back and be real smooth. Anything goes over here on the Back Block Chronicles, and we're going to rock that at night at 10:10. You know what I'm saying? And we heard from Meek, y'all. Meek checked out, Tamika checked out, reached out to me too on a DM today to make sure I was all right, because she was like, Dice, I ain't been seeing you going live. See, that's what real people do. They check on people. I'm like, girl, I'm good. And what I told her was, I said, yo, pimping, good looking for looking out to me. This motherfucker said, motherfucker, stop calling me. I'm a girl. I said, yo, Meek, I know you a girl. It was just a hype, figure of speech. So don't think Meek ain't been paying attention and she ain't been watching y'all. She been at work. You know what I'm saying? It's been my homegirl since 1989, man. Ain't nothing but love for her, man. You dig what I'm saying? And we're going to try to get this shit popping. And if y'all help me, if you tell a friend to tell a friend, we can get this shit going over here too. You know what I'm saying? On the back blocks, we're going to be starting to do crazy stuff. Like I said, I'm going to try to do the first battle too on the back blocks. My man Dunbar said he with it. I'm trying to get him and Innovate to come up in here and go head to head. Or I'm going to get a trifecta. I'm going to get 3 people to come up here. I'm going to get 3 people to come up here. And they're going to battle to the end. Or I'm going to get 4 people to come up here. And they're going to get battle to us down to the last 2. And then the winner is going to receive a little substantial reward for participating on the Big Dice or the Back Block Chronicles. Excuse me. John, my man Yak said, John Starks ruined me from forever rooting on the Knicks. Him and Anthony Mason and Harper still on Chicago hit list. Yo, you want to hear something funny? Yeah, give them a break. Give them a break. I'm going to tell you who fucked up back then. Patrick Ewing. The reason why they had to do them crazy, outlandish plays is because Patrick Ewing was so unpredictable because he was on that booger sugar. See, this is the part people don't want to tell the truth about athletes. Them niggas was on that goddamn booger sugar, that goddamn cocaine. You dig what I'm saying? Just like Anthony Mason. That nigga used to sniff powder and punch niggas in the fucking face. Just like Charles Oakley. Why the fuck you think that nigga is banned from the New York, that nigga from the Garden to this day? He cannot go to the Madison Square Garden to this day. Y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Charles Oakley? That nigga can't go to the motherfucking Garden ever again. That nigga done punched so many niggas in the face. That nigga said he's not allowed in the building. You know where that come from? That booger sugar. Those y'all don't know what that booger sugar is? That cocaine. See, that reefer be having you calm. I know people that use cocaine. I've seen people on cocaine. Motherfuckers get real hype. That's a fact. Anthony Mason and Charles Oakley down low, them niggas will kill you. You come down low, them niggas will kill you. You got two Americans and a Jamaican, Patrick Ewing. Them niggas gonna kill you. You ain't never got your ass beat till you got your ass beat by Americans and Jamaicans at the same time. Respectfully. Respectfully. You ain't never got your ass beat till you got beat by two different motherfucking nationalities. You're 100% right, Yak. In 1995. That was in May. Patrick Ewing missed the finger roll when he should have dunked on motherfucking Smiths. That's when Reggie Miller came and scored, if I'm not mistaken, 11 points in like about 14 seconds. I'd never forget that. That was 1995. That's a fact. That's a fact. The nigga was supposed to dunk and did a finger roll, trying to be cute. But let me tell you something. If you go down in the motherfucking Knicks house, them niggas gonna kill you. Patrick Ewing, that nigga was like 7'45". You see that nigga elbows, man? Patrick Ewing, that nigga bust niggas' teeth out his mouth, man. Word up. Word up. Them Knicks was something like, man, them Knicks will bust your ass, you come in the paint. Somebody else was something dangerous too, the Detroit Pistons. I'm talking about the 86 to the 89 Detroit Pistons, the bad boys. Mahorn, Isaiah, Joe Dumars, Rodman. You dig what I'm saying? Woo! Before Rodman went to Chicago, that nigga was a monster, man. Bill Laimbeer. Them niggas was crazy, man. Them niggas was crazy. Them niggas would put you in the hospital, man. That's a fact. The original Milwaukee Bucks, them niggas will destroy you, man. Portland Trailblazers back in the days when Clyde the Glide was playing, them niggas will kill you, bro. Moses Malone. Them type of wild-ass niggas. You dig what I'm saying? Them niggas are straight from the penitentiary to the basketball court, man. Niggas looking like Jim Brown, nigga. Moses Malone. You see that ugly nigga? That nigga kill you, nigga. A dark-skinned nigga with an afro will kill you, man. You know a dark-skinned nigga with an afro will kill you, man. Because he dark-skinned with an afro. Ain't that some shit? That's enough reason to kill somebody. Because he dark-skinned with an afro. That nigga will kill you. That's a fact. See, I'm going to keep it funky with y'all. I've been around a bunch of gangsters. Don't get it twisted. I've even been called a gangster, allegedly. But I know some gangsters, and them niggas is all dark-skinned. And I love a dark-skinned person. I love my grandfather. If you look at my grandfather, he was black as Nat King Cole. I love a dark-skinned person. A chocolate dark-skinned woman? What? What? I just love a black woman. I just love a black woman. I think that shit is just beautiful to me. My grandmother, she was what they call blue vein. She was so light that her veins protruded through her skin. And in the South, they called her blue vein. So she was like, blue vein was literally considered as white people, because that's the Creole in my family. You dig what I'm saying? That's a fact. Word up. He said, that's why my Chicago Bulls are the best team. Nah, I ain't even going to post that bullshit up, Yak. You was my man until you said that. I was just about to put that up on the screen. Get the fuck out of here. No goddamn Chicago Bulls, no best goddamn team. First of all, the reason why, you know what? I do got to say that. The Chicago Bulls is the best team, one of the best teams, but they never got the respect they deserve. They always talked about Michael Jordan. That's another thing I hated about the fucking Bulls. They didn't give no props to B.J. Armstrong. They didn't give no props to Kukoc. They didn't give no props to Steve Kerr. They didn't give no props to Paxson. They didn't give no props to Pippen. Come on, man. They ain't giving no props to John Stockton. Come on, they ain't giving no props to nobody, man. Them niggas were so fixated with Jordan. That's why it took them niggas 6 years to get a motherfucking ring, because all the talent was around them was being ignored. That's why them niggas wasn't playing ball like that until the end, when Jordan stopped playing so selfish. Word up. Oh my God, here go this bullshit. Always a queen is trying to get me upset tonight. She's talking about she used to ride hard. She used to ride hard for the Bulls. What the fuck? Let me ask something. What about the Bulls? Why? Why? What about the Bulls? I probably just told you the most players you can remember from the Bulls. Always a queen. Nobody would have never said B.J. Armstrong. That was the most important weapon the Chicago Bulls had, man. He was an OG. He knew how to get offensive rebounds. Dennis Rodman was there for the defensive rebounds and also offensive rebounds. But big, man, that nigga in the middle was crazy, man. Word up. And I believe you, Chill Will. Like he said the Bulls was paying the refs. That's a fact. You ain't serious, Yak. You can't read? You can't read? Yo, let me tell you something. Just like people are brainwashed around the world about the Chicago Bulls, just imagine how brainwashed the actual referees that was referees for Chicago Bulls in Chicago. If Rodman wasn't there, it wouldn't have been no. Come on, what about Kukoc, man? What about that way Kukoc used to stand in the corner and just pull? Pew, pew, pew. What about Steve Kerr? What about Steve Kerr? And I don't like Steve Kerr because Steve Kerr went to Golden State. And Golden State, I don't really like them because them niggas took what? Mark Jackson's offense, which is what? The New York Knicks offense. And now these niggas are the containers. If you look at Golden State offense, that's the New York Knicks offense. Who took that over there? Mark Jackson, when he was the head coach, and he took them to the finals. Remember, he lost and they fired him. They gave the job to Steve Kerr. Come on, that's all Mark Jackson shit. That's all Mark Jackson. That's all the New York Knicks shit. That's the great Phil Jackson's motherfucking plays before he was in Chicago, when he was at New York, before Jeff Van Gundy, before motherfucking what's his name that was in Miami? What's the nigga with the slick hair looking like the fucking Italian? Pat Riley. Before Riley was in New York, we had Phil Jackson. Y'all don't remember that? Y'all don't remember that? Remember? Allen Houston, Phil Jackson couldn't get along. Yeah, praise God for Michael Jordan for that one. I give him his props on that one. He said Michael Jordan stopped Patrick Ewing and them guys from wearing biker shorts and basketball courts. He created the long shorts to your knees and baggy. I'll give him that. Yeah, Mark Jackson got fired. Think about that, always a queen. Mark Jackson took the Golden State Warriors to the finals the first year, and ironically, they fired him. And then look how they set it up. They gave the guy, the black coach that used to be the assistant coach to Mark Jackson, the head coach for a minute. He used to play for the Lakers. They told him, we're going to let you be the head coach for a few games, and then they brought Steve Kerr in. How could you do that? That's Mary J. Blige. How can I love somebody else when I could love myself enough to know when it's time to let go? That shit made me so mad. You know why I fuck with Dennis Rodman? Because that nigga said Madonna was a weirdo. Now, if a weirdo say another person is a weirdo, the motherfucker's weird. That nigga said what he loved about Madonna is she would always bring someone to the bed with them. Pay attention to this. He always said in his book that Madonna was known to bring someone else to the bedroom with them. So, they was into their freaky shit. He did never specifically say that she would bring women to the bedroom. He never specifically said she would bring men to the bedroom. He said that she would all the time knowingly bring other people to the bedroom to have sex. This is when he said he had to leave Madonna alone. Matter of fact, before I say it, do anybody in here know why Dennis Rodman said he stopped fucking with Madonna? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that triangle offense. Where do you think that came from? Phil Jackson, New York Knicks. I'm getting that off the screen. Do anybody know? I'm so high. What did I just ask y'all again, Half? Y'all just fucked me up. See, when you start talking about other shit besides the Knicks, start talking that bullshit. What was the question I just asked y'all again? FTC Vice, salute, gangster. Yo, Half, help me with that, man. What did I just ask y'all again? Y'all just threw me the fuck off, and the candy cigarette got to me. What did I say? What was the question I asked y'all? I got to leave this shit alone, but it won't be today. Oh, so y'all high too, and y'all can't tell me the question I asked, huh? Y'all high. Y'all ain't know what I was talking. I want to see if y'all high. Yeah, do you know why? Yeah, do we know why Dennis Rodman left Madonna? That nigga said because Madonna brought a python to the bed one night. An albino python. A snake, nigga. Because she came in the motherfucking bed with a goddamn python. The bitch said she wanted to be fucked with a python. I ain't even gonna say it the way I was getting ready to say it. Respectfully, what type of woman vagina is that big that she wants the head of a python to go inside of her? Like, what the fuck is this shit? Oh, you think I'm joking? Oh, let me put my cigarette down for this one. Y'all know the dude that played in the movie Ghost? What's his name is called? Richard Gere? Y'all remember him? I hope y'all ain't eating no food. I'm about to tell you some real deep shit. You remember him? Richard Gere? No, Patrick Swayze, excuse me. Patrick Swayze, that's his name, from the movie Ghost. Y'all remember him? Y'all remember him? Yeah, he was swinging. But did y'all remember what happened to Patrick Swayze? The reason why he had to be rushed to the hospital? Y'all can Google this shit if y'all think I'm joking while I'm telling you the story. Tell me, Half. Why did he get rushed to the hospital then, Half? You said yeah. Tell me why he got rushed to the hospital, Half. I'm going to see if you know about Patrick Swayze, the dude from Ghost. Tell you how wild and freaky these people is. That's right. Always a Queen said they was taking sexual pleasures to a whole different other level. But look what this nigga Patrick Swayze did. This nigga went to the hospital because a goddamn gerbil got stuck in his ass. A motherfucking mouse. See, they got some freaky shit where these niggas is putting tubes in their motherfucking ass. And they making baby gerbils and rats go through the tube in their motherfucking ass. That's some wild ass freak shit these niggas got going on. And that's what he did. The nigga went to the hospital. Google this shit right now. The nigga was rushed to the hospital one day to have emergency surgery because a goddamn gerbil got stuck in his ass. These niggas is incredible. The hell is going on, y'all? What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on, y'all? I don't know if y'all just seen that movie called the remake to House Party. Did everybody see that new movie called the remake to House Party with the young man from he was in the movie called The Shy, Emmett? Him and another man, they was working in a house and coming to find out the house that they was cleaning out was LeBron James' house, and they wound up throwing a party. Do y'all remember that? They wanted to be these big promoters. You ever seen a new movie called House Party, the remake? I'm telling you, that movie's something deep. Y'all better go pay attention to it. Y'all better go pay attention to that movie. There's a scene where they're actually in a room of Mason-like spiritual rituals. And the guy, what's his name? Kid Cudi. He gets killed. And before the movie goes off, he says, don't worry about it. They kill me all the time. I'm going to come back to life. And when he came back to life, the color of his hair changed. Before the movie went off, he got stabbed to death, died. His movie was, I think his hair was orange. Then before the movie died, he just jumped up and took a gasp of air and his hair turned green. Yo, that shit is deep, man. That Illuminati shit is real deep, man. They showing it to you. They showing it to you. That shit is real deep. Pay attention to the movie. They just disguised that shit in comedy. It's just like with a bunch of this shit on YouTube. A lot of motherfuckers want to laugh instead of want to think. That's just so fucked up. A lot of people want to laugh instead of thinking. The nigga Kid Cudi told him, he said, don't worry about it. They kill me all the time. He said, I'll be back. That shit is deep, y'all. That nigga said, don't worry about it. I'll be back. And right before the show went off, the nigga said, and his hair turned a different color, and that nigga was alive again. Can anybody tell me who brought out Kid Cudi? Who's his mentor? I'm going to tell y'all something about genealogy and who you are and who you run with. Show me your company. Show me who you are. Can anybody tell me who brought Kid Cudi to the light? Who opened the door for him to have his illustrious rap career? The producer that's behind him. Does anybody know who that is besides myself? Well, it's Dr. Dre. It's Dr. Dre. Pay attention to what I'm saying. It's Dr. Dre from NWA. That's his artist. That's who groomed him. That's who introduced him to the world. And listen to this last word. That's who he emulates. Because you notice when you bring out an artist under your label, the artist is usually the reflection of you, the emulation of you. All right, I'm going to give you another example. Everybody know the rapper by the name of 38 Special, right? Usually be with Benny the Butcher and them. His name is 38 Special. Everybody heard of him, right? Everybody heard about 38 Special, right? When 38 Special came out, you'll have, who did they say 38 Special was? I'm going to show you something about an artist and who they emulate and who an artist brings to light, because who you are is going to be shown through the artist. "38 Special was called the son of Kool G Rap. Anybody remember him? Kool G Rap. Check out the nigga name. He cool. That nigga G, and he rap. Simple and plain. Ain't none of that fly shit. Ain't no Kid Cudi. Ain't no sexy goldfish. Kool G Rap. That's his name. Now, if 38 Special comes out with the emulation of Kool G Rap, they call him the son of Kool G Rap, meaning his persona, his mannerism, his manipulation of words, his characteristics, meaning his display of honor as being a gangster. Kid Cudi has a description of a bisexual cross-dresser. Now, if Kool G Rap bought out 38 Special and he's wearing Cuban links and diamond medallions, Averex jackets, lambskins, diamond bracelets, big rings, jeans, nice Champion sweaters and Timbs, and Dr. Dre bought out a dude wearing dresses, high heels, cosmetics, dyeing his hair, wearing wigs, G-Rap wasn't what, Nikki? What the fuck was G-Rap wasn't? Because I hope I ain't got to embarrass you right now in front of everybody, but what was G-Rap not? Yeah, Kanye a weirdo. He just fell in love. You see that motherfucking that Egyptian sex destroyed him. That Egyptian sex fucked Kanye up. Yeah, them Kardashians, them witches, they got him. Oh, but I understood what Nikki was saying now. She was like, yeah, Kool G Rap wasn't feminine like that. Yeah, I understand that now. I thought you were saying Kool G Rap wasn't a gangster or he wasn't a spitter. Yeah, what I'm saying, yeah, Kool G Rap, see, that's what it is. What I mean is, you're right. See, Kool G Rap, 38 Special is trying to emulate Kool G Rap. He's trying to give his best honors and dues to Kool G Rap as far as his whole delivery, his stance, his characteristics, the way he dressed. That's what I mean. But if you notice that Kid Cudi was brought out by Dr. Dre, why is he dressing like women? Why is he so feminine? And why is he so demasculated? Like, why is he, what's going on? Like, what is it? Why is he looking like the dude, Little Nas? Respectfully. I'm just asking why, because I don't understand. Am I bugging? I think it's more than attention, Nikki. The baby, let me tell y'all something about this nigga. I can't stand him, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Forgive me for what I'm saying. I can't stand him. He another one of them that I'm really not sure about who he is, as far as disguising his sexuality, respectfully. It's his business. It's none of my motherfucking business. I just don't like the image that he portrays, because it just doesn't really match his eyes. It really doesn't match his energy, but I could be dead wrong. I could be dead wrong. And after the situation with him and Walmart, unfortunately, where people ran up on him and he was with his daughter and a man's life was taken, I won't talk about that because that's none of my business. I just think certain things should not be glorified. And when you're really remorseful, this is just my opinion from things that I've done. When you're really, really remorseful for something, you don't really like talking about it. You don't really like joking about it. You don't really like boasting and bragging about it. Like if you're really upset about something that you had to do, whether it was to survive or because of impulse, because a lot of us have done things where we said, damn, son, like I ain't even want to do that shit, man. And when you have that on your heart, you don't really want to joke and laugh and play about hurting somebody. Word up. So I don't really like him because of that. I think he, as far as his music, I think he's a great artist. I think he can write. I think he can make great music. I just don't like him as far as character. And me personally, if y'all don't learn nothing about me, I want y'all to understand this one thing about me. And this is very, very important that I need y'all to understand this about me. I'm funny when it comes to people's character. Your character shows me everything about you. Everything about you that I want to know about you, you show me from the way you talk. You show me from the way you stand. You show me from the way you respond in the chat. You show me from the way you post certain things on Instagram. See, curiosity and characteristics is two different things. Everyone has curiosities, but everyone also has characteristics that we cannot erase, because your character is something that's embedded in your DNA, and you can't hide your character. Yeah, that character, you can't really hide that character. And then the situation with him and his baby mother. I have a son. It was times when we were younger, and it was times when we both couldn't express to each other properly or respectfully what was supposed to be said. But I would have never got on stage, or I'd have never got on YouTube, or I'd have never made a video, and I'd have damn sure never called the police on my son's mother. Nah, that's something I could have never done. And then when the young lady was a little hysterical in the video that I saw, yeah, she was a little hysterical. She was boisterous. She was very disrespectful. But she also was very angry, and you could tell by the way that she was crying that she was hurt. Because I saw videos of just him and this young lady before she was pregnant and before the baby was even conceived, and they seemed like they was the best couple in the world. So I understand anyone, male or female, it could be a baby father and his girlfriend just had his baby. It could be a baby mother that just had a child for her boyfriend. And after having a child with somebody and being in a relationship with somebody, just to disregard their feelings, particularly at this very, very vital moment, meaning when life is created at such an early age, anybody could flip. Anybody could flip. Any fucking body could flip, man. Anybody can flip. I'm not going to blame that on just a woman. That's a man too. If this, just think about what I'm saying to the gangsters in the building, man. Like, think about it. You and your baby moms, y'all may be going through some shit, but she just had your baby. Say she had your baby, your son, maybe a daughter, maybe a month, maybe 2 months old. And now all of a sudden, the relationship that y'all had with each other, or the respect that y'all had for each other before this baby was conceived, is automatically forgotten about. That's enough to make anybody go crazy. I've been there. I'm going to tell y'all a story. That's how real I am with y'all. I never forget this shit. When I actually found out about my son, remember, I was in Syracuse. My mother told me to call my son mother, because me and my son mother, we was around each other when my son was conceived, but we wasn't really together. We separated. We've been separated now for about maybe 6 months, 7 months. And the reason why I knew we was really separated this time, because it was like, you know how when you separate with somebody, but you always calling them, you always going to see him, you're always still spending the night. No, I told myself this time I was going to free myself away from the bullshit. I was going to free her away from the bullshit. Not just me, not just her. So me and my son mother, when we decided to separate, I'm in Syracuse getting money when my mom's called me. And when I got in touch with my son mother, she expressed to me that she was pregnant. Facts. Did I know at that particular moment that he was mine? No, I did not. But I do know at that particular moment, she told me that was my son. And I had to make one or two choices. I had to tell myself, you're going to be a man and be better than the man that created you, or you're going to be a sucker and be much worse than him. So I chose the first one. I'm going to be a man and be much better than the man that created me. So, you know, sometimes when children, especially brand new children, 2 days old, 3 days old, 4 days old, a week old, when you're sitting up there watching these children grow, you and a person, y'all could have been at the worst of times, but when y'all are around each other, this is what I'm thinking in my mind. And I know I'm not the only man that thought this, and this is what's being in the mind of some women. I know this because this was in my mind. This is what I'm saying. Even though we did have crazy ups and downs, this beautiful creation that we created right now, we're going to put that shit all behind us, because we have to be there for him, and we have to be there for each other. So for that not to be the same reciprocation on a male or female, like, goddamn, we got a beautiful baby, we got to rest. First of all, a woman don't want nobody around her child, especially another woman that her man or baby father is fucking. And to the women that may not be able to understand this, men don't want their children around no man that y'all fucking, especially at an age that they can't even communicate if that man is bothering or hurting them. Yeah. So for the baby to just make a mockery out of that young lady because she was hurting, they had to be in love. She had to be in love with him. He had to be in love with her. You could tell he was in love with her because of the way he was treating her. Because he was doing too much to try to embarrass her. If he really was over her and didn't care about anything that she was doing, he wouldn't have been making it such a mockery and wouldn't have had everything that they went through that was supposed to be private and intimate recorded and then uploaded to the motherfucking media. It's just different. You dig what I'm saying? I've been there. But then sometimes when you look at children, you tell yourself, I'm going to make this shit work one more time. Because me, I was at the, let me tell you something, I never would want my child to be in the hands of the wrong person. And I never would want my son's mother to be in a situation where she is vulnerable and wouldn't be able to protect herself and my son. Because there's some weirdos out here. See, some people decide to be around people not because they're in love. Some people decide to be around people because they have this notion in their heart that the person actually can't survive without them. And in some cases, it's the truth. In some cases, where if a man leaves a woman, that woman is going to go crazy. Just like in some cases, if a woman leaves a man, that man is going to go crazy. You know why? Because some people are more dependent on getting love from another human being instead of giving love to themselves. See, when you give yourself love, when you really, really love yourself, certain things you're not going to allow nobody to do to you. Like when you really love yourself, you're not going to say, oh, he hit me and he beat me today, but he was going through something. He's not going to do it again. No, when a motherfucker put his hands on you, you are getting away from him. Some people say, oh, he cheated on me, or she cheated on me. She did that because she was mad at me, or he did that because he was, no, they did that because that's what they wanted to do. You get the fuck away from them. Especially if you were giving them 100%. Now, if you're in a situation where y'all just fucking, and there is no declaration on y'all two being in a relationship, meaning relating to each other as one, it's fair ground. You can't complain about somebody fucking with somebody or going on a date with somebody because y'all haven't established between each other that y'all are in a relationship. And I say that's so unfair to people because, you know, it's a lot of people in relationships where they're just fucking and they're dead in love with the other person. But when they met the other person was so adamant about not wanting to be in a relationship, but they are cool with leisurely having sex now and then. It confuses people. Because some people say, well, if they having sex with me, they got to love me. No, we're in a new world. Some people today have sex because they're trying to get a nut. It has nothing to do with love. Some people today are having sex with people because they're not into toys. And they are comfortable with some people that they may have known all their life. They may have had in a cut every now and then. They may have been in a relationship with, and they know they back and forth and they ain't shit, but they might have some good pussy. Oh my God, a hell of a dick game. And they choose to fuck because that's just what some adults do. But to real people, that shit is corny. See, when you never had a problem respectfully getting no dick, women, and you never had no problem respectfully men getting no pussy, you start looking at other things more valuable than sex. Like when I got shot and came out the coma, the people that was in the room praying for me, that didn't know I was going to come out that coma that day. The time when I had to bury my mother, that I didn't care about me or my mother, that made it their business to come to me and give their condolences about my mother passing away. See, that's what real life is about. The money is just a blessing on top of that. If you genuinely got motherfuckers that's cool with you and fuck with you and accept you, even though you right or wrong or go through your good days or bad days, that's when you made it. Because people choose to go through certain things. They don't have to go through anything. People choose to go through certain things. We do not have to go through anything. For real. For real. Well, I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Another beautiful conversation. And tomorrow I will be going live from the Big Dice Chronicles. And then I will be going live again on the Back Block Chronicles. Hold up. Always a Queen has something to say. And you cannot jump from mate to mate. Step back and regroup and reevaluate yourself and move on. Set the boundaries. Let it be known what it's going to be before you step into it. And you got to know the difference between sex, love, girlfriend, boyfriend, and you know what, et cetera, et cetera. And that's a cold-blooded fucking fact. Shout out to Always a Queen for that fire right there. And we got to end it on that. Salute.
Sucker on the beat.